Hello, my stamping friends. This is Renee Novak at blessedbycards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I'm here today to share with you 3 cards that I created from a 6x6 piece of designer series paper with absolutely no waste. So this is a 6x6 sample of how I did my cutting, and then I created 3 different cards. So the very first cut that you want to make on your 6x6 is at 3 7/8, and that will give you this strip right here. And then you want to cut that strip at 5.5, so that'll give you 2 pieces. And then this remaining piece down here, you want to cut this piece that's 3 7/8 by 6 at 5 1/8. And that's going to give you this strip right here at 3 7/8 by 7/8. Okay, then you're going to have this piece right here left, and you're going to want to cut that at 1.5. And that will give you this strip here, which you will then cut at 1 1/4. And then this strip here, you also cut at 1 1/4. So these 4 pieces are going to be card number 1. These 2 pieces are going to be card number 2. And this last tiny little piece is going to be card number 3. So let me just share with you card number 1. Okay, I took those 4 pieces and they measured 2 3/8 by 1 1/4, 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, 1.5 by 3 7/8, and 3 7/8 by what is that last piece? 3 7/8 by 2 3/8. Okay, so these are the pieces right here. Let me bring my template back in. These 4 pieces are what I used. 2 3/8 by 7/8, 2 3/8 by 1 1/4, 1 1/4 by 1.5, and 1.5 by 3 7/8. And so all I did was flip them over so that I could see the other side of the designer series paper. And you can use whatever pattern paper you want. If it doesn't coordinate on the other side, just cut a second piece that gives you these dimensions. And then all I did was stamp this little flower from the Natural Botanicals. And I did the With Sympathy, and that is from With You in Mind. And I added a little bling, and that was card number 1. Card number 2, I used this piece here, the 5.5 by 2 1/8, and the 3 7/8 by 7/8, and I just kind of layered them up. This is a gorgeous grape cardstock, and I layered them up on a little bit of Highland Heather. And then I did the Thinking of You, and that's from the Thoughtful Words. And I used the dies from Unbounded Love and just kind of stamped and added a little bit of bling. Hopefully you can see the bling right there. And so you can decorate it however you want, but you want to use that strip that's 2 1/8 by 5.5 and the 7/8 by 3 7/8. So that's card number 2. And card number 3, I used that teeny tiny little strip that was 1/2 by 2 1/8. I just layered up some gorgeous grape, Highland Heather, and basic white. I basically just pulled the colors from my designer series paper. So depending on what your designer series paper looks like, those are the colors you're going to choose. And then again, from the Unbounded Love, I stamped Faith Never Gives Up, added a little bling, and that is our 3rd card. So those 3 cards you can create using any designer series paper that you have on hand, or if you want to purchase anything from my online store, hop on over to my blog at blessedbycards.com. So you can download any of these pictures, and I will have the dimensions and the instructions in a PDF project sheet that you can also download, and then just follow that simple template and you will be able to create 3 different cards with absolutely no waste. So thanks again for watching. That's all I have today for my Make It Monday video. Please join me next week for another Make It Monday, and if you want to tune in on Wednesday, I'll have another weekly Wednesday video. So until then, be blessed.